Have you ever felt like your iPhone suddenly got slower, opening apps more slowly, lagging while taking photos, or just making you feel like something isn't normal, even though you didn't drop it, didn't install any weird apps, and there's no obvious reason in front of you? The surprising part is that sometimes the problem isn't the battery, and it isn't the update, but something a lot of people don't check properly: the free storage itself. And more importantly, you might look at your storage and say, I still have space, and yet the phone still feels slow. In this video, I'll tell you how much space you should practically leave free, what iOS and system data actually mean, and what steps you should really take to clean your device without guesswork. Do I really need to leave free space? Yes. And this isn't just theory. Apple explains that the iPhone needs available storage, and when space gets low, the system starts removing some removable items like unused apps and temporary files to free up room. And if there still isn't enough space, even the update itself may refuse to install. So here's the important question: how much space should I leave free? Apple did not give one fixed official number for everyone. But in practice, if you want smooth everyday use, don't let your device run on the edge. But take this as a rule from me. If your device has 64 gigabytes, try to keep at least 5 to 8 gigabytes free. If it has 128 gigabytes, try to keep 10 gigabytes or more free. If it has 256 gigabytes or higher, try to keep around 10% free as a comfortable minimum. Why am I saying that? Because the idea is not a magic number. The point is that the device needs breathing room for temporary files, cache, photo and video processing, and preparing updates. So in short, if your iPhone is getting close to full, don't wait until it hits red. When you go to Settings, General, iPhone Storage, you'll see the storage breakdown at the top, and there are two things that confuse a lot of people. One, iOS. This is the system's storage itself. In other words, the core files the iPhone needs to run. This is completely normal, and you should not treat it like extra files that need to be deleted. 2. System data. This is the part that confuses a lot of people. System data usually includes things like cache, logs, temporary files, system sounds, temporary data used by iOS during operation, updates, streaming, or browsing. Apple explains that there are temporary files and cache handled automatically by the system, and not all of it can be manually deleted with one button. Also, not every large system data number means something is wrong. Sometimes it increases temporarily after an update or after watching a lot of videos, using Safari, downloads, or streaming, and then goes back down again. But if system data stays unusually large all the time and is taking an excessive amount of space, that's when you start taking smart cleanup steps instead of just staring at the number. Open, Settings, General, iPhone Storage. Look at the top 3 things taking up the most space. If what you see is an important app, you only have 2 options. Offload it if the option is available, and you want to keep the data. This feature is useful because the app itself gets removed, your data stays, and when you need it, you can download it again. This is better than deleting apps randomly and regretting it later. The second option, leave it alone if you need it and don't want to remove it, because deleting the data inside it is not always available from the iPhone itself. If the app is not important, delete it with Delete App. that removes the app and its related data, and repeat that with the rest of the apps. If Photos is what's taking up the space, go into Photos and delete the photos and videos from there, because iPhone storage here is more for diagnosis than for deletion itself. If system data is large, clear Safari website data from Settings, Apps, Safari, Advanced, Website data. Remove all website data, then do a restart. In the end, the issue is not that the iPhone is broken, and not every slowdown means you need to replace the device. Sometimes the problem is much simpler than that. The phone is cramped, and it needs space to function normally. And if you want me to make part 2, and make it even stronger than this one, about the top 5 things that eat up iPhone storage, without people noticing, write in the comments. Make part 2. And if the video really helped you, leave a like and subscribe so you can keep getting every new video about the things that really affect the iPhone, not just the usual empty talk.